Okay.
Are we all live?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So we're doing Facebook Live on Mom's phone and YouTube Live on my phone because our YouTube audience, peoples, have been saying they want in on some of the fun. So we're going to attempt to do live in 2 places at once. So
how it goes, you know.
no promises, guys.
Yeah, we don't know how long all of this is gonna go on.
Yeah,
I guess I don't even want to talk about how long it's all gonna go on that we're alone here in the shop, but it has been fun to go out with people, and then we've started saving it to YouTube because we know that there's a lot of people. I don't know where to look. I feel like
I know, right? They need to be like tucked underneath each other. So.
Brittany.
You have the same amount of people on both.
I have the same amount of people. Oh, see, and it's kind of funny
now.
because I think of Facebook friends as people that we know, people that come in the shop and who miss us. And so it's always kind of funny. And then YouTube people, though, there's some really nice, kind people that are from Australia, Germany, Norway. I know. And so it's kind of fun. And I know that it doesn't seem fair that we do all of the door prize drawings for our Facebook people and then the YouTube people get to hear who won.
Right.
So anyway, the other thing that you would know about us is we are not tech savvy. I always put it all on the millennial because I took typing in school and I don't know anything.
They call it keyboarding now. Do they still call it keyboarding? Does Eliza have that yet? No.
It's just computer lab.
Well, I also took home ec in school.
Yeah.
They still have that.
They still have, no, they call it life skills.
Right, which is pretty much just they don't really do check balancing and all that really important stuff.
Millennials
that
cannot count that change. You can.
I can, but you made me, so there's that.
But anyway, so we are not techie. Oh, we should tell about the volume thing. We have bought, is it 4 now or 3? I don't know how many microphones we've bought trying to figure out the microphone thing. And then somebody, a YouTube person said, just one said, up swipe on your iPhone. And I thought, what does that mean? Oh. So I did that. There's a whole bunch of settings there. There's a whole new world of settings in my phone. I have a flashlight on my phone, and I have a little volume button on there, which was off. And so then we found out this morning, we Googled something and found out that when we hit, because what were we doing? We were silencing my calls so that we didn't get a phone call in the middle of taping while we were using the phone, and found out when you silence your call.
So, interesting. Fancy fact.
Oh, we didn't tell you that yet.
No.
You weren't here yet.
No, it was not. Cool.
It's for the privileged.
Right.
It's on a need-to-know basis. Now you need to know.
Now you need to know.
So anyway, so that's what's happening. So I don't know. You know, hopefully we'll figure out the volume thing. We'll figure out.
So my YouTubers, if the volume is bad, need to know basis. I didn't need. Yeah.
She didn't know.
I didn't know. Because my phone is, my ringer is silenced so that we don't get a jingling while we're taping. So we'll see if that changed. I have a droid, so it's a whole new world. So we'll see. Let us know if you can hear us, and if not, we can do some Googling and see if I need to find something.
Things.
Yeah. Hopefully they have answers.
We do want to remind everyone that we are all related. And that's why we're not wearing a mask.
Oh, the mask people.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mask people. That's right. We're all related. So
yeah.
I breathe her air.
We are together.
Accidentally drink out of her coffee.
Every day.
Every day. We are all up in each other's business. And it's my daughter-in-law also together every day.
And she's easily 6 feet away from us. So even if we were to sneeze, we're good. But yeah, we are in a safe zone.
Yes. All right. And speaking of that, we'll just mention really briefly, we have spent the last several days working on kids' masks. We're going to finish that up today. We have some for you in terms of measurements. We have 5 styles. So we're super excited. Be prepared for a whole lot of talking.
Yeah, it's going to be a long video, but we feel like we've learned what your questions are going to be. So we've got a whole list of things we have. Gosh,
I almost wonder if we could do it live.
No. You mess up a lot. Like there's a whole lot of cutout and your little, I said the wrong word, dance. No one needs to see that.
No one needs to see my dance when I can't think of the word.
How to do bloopers reel, you guys.
It's a good dance.
It is.
It helps me to remember things.
It's better than spewing, profanity.
I just worry because it's not profane.
It could be worse. It could be bad words, but no, it's really big.
It's a jig. But yeah, I just always worry about all of the questions, but
Yeah.
that we never have time to answer, but we try to.
But
anyway.
we could do like a
think there'd be
YouTube
questions.
live Q&A for our
Oh,
mask people.
We'll do that.
We could
We'll
schedule
do the video. We'll schedule a Q&A.
We'll schedule a day that we're going to be live just for question and answers for either
Yes.
math stuff or if you
Yeah.
want to know how
Whole
old
new
I am.
world.
Yeah.
We tried Zoom yesterday. It didn't. No, we
No.
love Danielle.
Yeah,
So
Danielle, if you're watching,
we
love
love you. We're not.
Not anything.
We're
It's not your fault.
but we had a bad connection, so
Yeah.
it scared us a little bit. So we're not ready for Zoom yet, but
Yeah.
it was good. We loved to. It was a
See
good
and
way
visit.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to practice that a little bit, but so this is kind of fun to do it this way. All
Yeah.
right. Oh, one other thing I should mention. I apologize about my hair. My
Just
my
dad.
my hair straightener died, so this is really what I look like.
Oh.
I
Okay.
know.
Your hair's
Listen
pretty
to you
now.
all.
No, it wasn't judgy. It wasn't judgy.
That was totally
it was
judgy.
not judgy. My hair's in a bun. I put lipstick on
Her
it.
hair is the same. We have the same DNA.
Well, mine got straight after babies. I had really pretty curly hair, which unfortunately I hated while I was growing up because mom always told me to put it down and do something with your hair. And now that I don't have cute curly hair, my babies took all of it. And my hair is straight. I'm bummed.
And thinner.
No more mousse can do anything. It's just a hot mess. Yeah.
I'm gonna. Can I show this?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. And I apologize. Last time I mentioned how old Brianna was. I mean,
Or Brittany.
Brittany on her birthday yesterday, and I didn't ask permission for that, so I'll ask permission. So we talk all the time about Brianna's kids, and they are adorable,
Yeah,
just
they're
as
pretty
adorable as Brittany's kids. But and it was funny because Brianna's daughter is exactly the same as her when she was a little girl. So
And mom
it's
says
funny.
we have the same attitude, which is
It's princess DNA.
Yeah.
It
For
is a
sure.
thing. It is
She
absolutely a
is.
thing. Brianna, when she was 6 years old, she told us that she wanted to find her real family. She was 100% serious. She's like, what do you mean your real family? Well, you know, I'm pretty sure that
Oh,
she was
princess.
royalty. She
Yeah.
was positive, 100% serious. For about 6 months, she kept this up. She's like, okay, fine, we'll look for them. So, anyway, princess.
And I had a
DNA.
great life. It's not like I had anything to blame
No.
about, but
No, yeah. Had a great life
that's what you had to put up with.
with the paupers. Yeah. But anyway, she never did find her real family.
I'm here.
But anyway, so this is, I don't know, you'll have to see. Can they see that? This is baby Brianna and her older brother Jordan, who's behind the counter, right? So all that curly red hair. This is,
Oh, that's such a good picture of all
it's such
of
a good
us.
picture. That is Brianna's two kids.
Yes.
Identical. Look at that curly red hair. Brianna's handsome husband, who is Brittany's brother, sister. And then I love this.
That's a good one.
And I'm sorry, I kept saying you need to give me a good picture so I can print it off better, but this was in Hawaii before Corona. Look at that. Isn't that identical?
And she has the biggest tummy, and she loves it.
She has a great big
She
tummy.
is so proud of her big old
She loves
paunch.
her tummy.
She loves it.
Yeah.
She'll
Yeah.
flash anyone her tummy if she likes ya.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's adorable.
Anyway, she's adorable. So that curly hair thing.
Yeah. They
it's the
sucked
same
it
thing.
all out of mine. So Wyatt had really curly blonde, platinum blonde hair when he was little, and then after we cut it, he doesn't quite have his curls back. His dad also doesn't let it get that long to see if it gets really curly.
Red
But-
Dad.
Yes. So, but yeah, so my hair's straight. So it's sometimes annoying that I can't get out of the shower, put a little mousse in it, and be on. But I had for a while, they had that beach wave in your hair was kind of a thing. I totally dug that.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of what my hair is. It's messy, beach wavy.
Messy, wavy.
Not really straight, not really wavy. More of I just rolled out of bed, put some mousse in it, and went to work. But
Okay, so we have three things. We want to show you, we don't have very much new fabric. Most of it came kind of last time. We do want to show you timber. We'll show you this at the end, but this is the new, and this is
I'm
up
gonna show
online
them now.
already. Show them now.
might as well.
So it's the timber gnomes, the gnomes.
Adorable.
It won't be in the store very long
No.
because we put it online yesterday. People are already buying it.
Yeah.
And then
it's,
there's
again,
some other coordinates.
FabricPatch.net. Click shop online. Click fabric, and then it's like the third or fourth. It's timber is the title of the collection.
Piece.
It's like, 4 or 5 categories down. We put all of our basics first. So the
flannel
grunge. Yeah, I did. We have 3 different bolts of flannel. So if you want some backing or some pajamas.
So cute. We also have coming, I think, in
September,
October?
Spring.
the
gnomes.
spring gnomes.
So Romeo and
Oh,
Juliet
yes.
for sure.
So cute.
Might have to get a quilt and a movie because
Yes.
it's adorable.
Yeah.
And there's more. There's probably
There's a whole
like
bunch more.
14
We
pieces.
just were told that if we were doing the 2 cameras
We
live,
can't
we
move.
couldn't walk.
But there's like 14 cotton pieces and 3 flannel coordinates, all in that same Timber Nomies category.
The other thing that we wanted to mention is Brianna put a new little setting on the order, and so you have an opportunity to say, if out of stock, contact me. If out of stock, cancel this item, and if out of stock, send what you have.
Right.
Which is kind of nice because sometimes that'll happen. Somebody will order a yard of fabric and we only have 3/4, and so we have to call you. And so this way it's like, oh, if you know that you'll take whatever we have left of it, then that's great. Or like this person, she wants 3 yards of this, and so she says, if out of stock, cancel this item, because we know then that means she wants that for a backing.
Yeah.
And so she really needs the full 3 yards.
And if it was like you wanted 2.5 yards, but we might call you if there's like 2.5 yards, but there's 3.5 yards left on the bolt, and you only wanted 2.5. We'll probably just PayPal invoice you for that extra. What was it, a yard?
If they wanted the rest.
If they wanted the rest. If there's a lot on the bolt, because again, my in-store system doesn't talk to my online system, we might call you and say, hey, you ordered 1.5 yards, but there's actually 6 yards. Do you really want all of that?
Oh, I don't think that that's what they mean by.
No.
I want what's left. No, I don't think that's what
You
that
don't think
means. No.
Oh, okay.
Send me what if out of stock, because that's what it says.
Oh, if there's less than, okay.
Not send me what you have. I'll take all of it. You are a good little seller.
Hey, well, that's what I would think, because I know online it might say that I only put on 4 yards, but it could mean that I have 6 yards on my bolt.
Oh, I see what you're thinking. Okay, that's not what I think. Let us know, because your other option is there's a little section where you can write notes to us.
You can send
And so
something.
if you said, and people will say that, they'll say that in the notes. They'll say, it only let me order 4 yards, but I'd like 2 more yards,
Right.
then we'll do that. But I take this to say, if out of stock, send me what you have. So I want 2 of them, but I'll take 1.5, is what I think that means.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
All right.
So,
Okay.
if there's any questions, we'll call you, email you, whatever. We call a lot of people. Maybe some of you guys have had calls from us from all over the place.
We call a lot of people. We try to have Brianna do the calling because I'm the chatty Cathy. I get in trouble for talking too much on the phone. So we have, so we're excited about our little product demonstration. So we've had a couple people contact us. We had a glasses company. They must have, noticed that I'm constantly putting on, off, on, off. And we had a bunch of mask people and elastic people that contacted us, and we weren't interested in that. We kind of know what we like with that. But this was a guy. His name is Prince. I can't pronounce his last name. Taglia. Maybe I wasn't supposed to say that. His first name is Prince. And at first, this Prince from Uganda, it's like, yeah, whatever. I've read that email before. But that's not what it was. He really is from Uganda. I'm sure that's right.
I don't remember.
He's from Africa, Uganda, yep. And he said that his name is Prince, but he said it's a normal name down there, that it doesn't mean the same thing it is up here. He told all of his friends that what his name meant, and they said, yeah, whatever. Unlike Brianna, who's certain that she is truly a princess.
Yeah.
So you guys should meet. But anyway, he said that what happened was, this is not what he does. He has a whole other job that does something else, but his grandmama, he said she's a quilter, and she would order a rotary cutter, and then she could never remember which blade was supposed to fit it, and it was a whole big thing. And so he wanted to know why you couldn't just get a set. So that's what he did, is he developed this set. And so he's got a rotary cutter, and he's got 10 blades in here. There's a pin, and then he's got a ruler. And so, can you guys see that okay? Yeah. And then there's a ruler in here. So he said, well, would you be willing to test it and see what you think? And I thought, well, yeah, we'd be willing. I mean, we have to be prepared for what we say. We would totally be willing to. So it came like this. We haven't opened it yet. What we're going to do is we have to figure out how to, I guess if you comment and say, I would like it, or that looks, whatever. That you are interested in having this. We'll take anybody who's commented that's interested in it, and we're going to send it to someone. And we'll figure it out. We'll get, 24 hours? How long should we give people to comment on it? 24 hours. So we'll do the drawing tomorrow, and we'll post it, who the winner is. So
And we'll post the winner in the description. So in the description of this video, we'll say, oh, Barbara Jean won it. And also in Facebook Live, we'll put who it is. And then we
don't
can
watch me do this with my blade. Look away.
Look away. And then we'll comment in the description and let you know.
Okay. So so it came like this. And he says, that he kind of decided what he wanted. Oh, there's a pin in there. So I'm going to leave the pin in there. And he said, it is made in China. But that means it's inexpensive. So I think that that's a big thing, right? That,
Is that you?
my phone?
No, it's one of the car wash.
Sorry.
Mom is prone to setting off our car alarm while
And then-
she's sitting down.
And then judgy, going, whose car is doing that?
and
How does
that's
somebody
hers.
not know? And then I realize it's mine. Anyway, so made in China. So, that's a whole nother thing, I think. I think there's a lot of products that are made in China because they can be made inexpensively. So you just have to decide, do you want a more expensive product, or do you want something that has, it's a little less? And I think that sometimes that happens, because I'm just going to tell you up front before we kind of test it, is that the price for it is $34 for this set. So for $34, you get the rotary cutter, the 10 blades, the ruler, and this pen. This is $32. So I'm going to open this one too, because I feel like we really need to test, right?
Sure.
I do not need a new rotary cutter.
To me, this looked light, but it's not. It's a normal weight.
Do you feel like it's the same?
Yeah.
It's the same.
I think it's the same. It looked light, but it's not light.
Less orange dye
Yes.
in that one, but otherwise, does it feel the same?
Mm-hmm.
And so the other thing too we noticed on the back of the packaging, he shows how to replace your blade, but the picture is wrong. I wonder if he knows that. So, because this is an ergonomic one, the shape of this is ergonomic. But
he shows a regular.
Yeah, he shows a regular one.
Style.
Maybe he feels like that's not important, because what he's showing you is how to replace that. And we'll unscrew this in a minute.
And it
kinda
is
see
the
what that looks
same.
like.
A version like this to change that blade. It's the same
Same thing.
scenario. It doesn't.
So we'll test this. So again, one, and that's kind of nice, because what happens with these is that when you squeeze it, then your blade is released. And what happens with the 45 millimeter, you can kind of see that there's not a lot of cutting space there. That's what the difference is between the 45 millimeter and the 60 millimeter blade, is that you can cut more. But I use a 45 most often. Side, it's for cutting right-handed. And if you put your blade on this side, it's for cutting left-handed. So it has that setting, which is the same. So that seems good. It has that nice little grip on it. The other thing that it has is the locking button. I'm always super careful with a rotary cutter, but if you are going to leave it sitting and somebody is out, when you push that button, and that works good.
Yeah, it locks your blade. So if
Yeah.
you're traveling, or if you have
little
little
hard,
kids
but-
that can get into your studio or into your notions box, however you keep your stuff. It's a little hard, but I think it'll probably loosen
Not-
up as you go.
Not terrible though.
It still
It does have some grips on there. It has almost identical grips on there. Okay.
Alright.
All right. Okay, let's test it.
And
And the ruler. Let's look at the ruler. So the deal with the ruler, I'm
It-
picky about rulers
yeah,
though.
you pretty much get the ruler for free.
Yeah.
My thought of it is I would put it in my kid's drawing box or give it to Eliza for her craft box. Because again, yeah, I'm picky. I like the non-slip. I usually don't do this small of a square. I prefer like a 9-inch or a 12-inch square ruler because it's more versatile for me. So for me, I look at it as the ruler is for free, and it's in centimeters, so it does not work for me.
It's in centimeters.
I'm definitely an inch half kind of girl.
We have no idea how big this square is.
No. So for me, I would put it in a craft box or something. That's not really for measuring, just as a straight
Which
edge.
is not a bad thing,
No, it's not.
because I can't tell you how many times I've had to find some little box of stuff for children in my sewing room that
They can play with.
and they can play with this.
Mhm.
So yeah, so you know, and the other thing too is that how much is this ruler?
Oh gosh. It's a Quilter Select, so you're probably looking at $20.
$20.
Yeah.
$20 ruler,
Mm-hmm.
$32 rotary cutter. Totally worth it. I mean, we're not saying anything.
Right.
Totally worth it. These rulers to die for. These are the ones. See, let me hold this. These are the Quilter Select ones. So see, they don't slip at all. And even when you put fabric down,
They grip even more.
they don't slip. So no matter what, it's not going to slide when I cut. So we're picky about rulers. So I'm just going to say that up front.
But we are quilters who quilt every single day. If you are a quilter or you're a sewer just because the mask world happened, whatever.
Be fine. You could put some grippy stuff on there. You just have to
Mhm.
figure out what the size is. So
Yep.
I don't know. You can measure it. It is 6 inches.
A
Well, that's a
little
fun
shy.
fact. 15 centimeters.
Is 6 inches.
6 inches. I do know that a yard,
A
a
meter.
meter
A meter.
is 39 inches.
Yes.
Hello, Canada. Americans, what is it? What is our problem? We're
I
the
know
only
it.
ones that use inches.
Don't worry, I have to be so different.
crazy. So the blades. Oh, the blades look good.
Yeah. And if you guys are new to blades, if you put a little drop of machine oil, so the water soluble clean that you put in your sewing machine, not like the big industrial machine oil, put a little drop in there and then put it on your rotary cutter. It's just nice.
You keep
Can I
talking.
show 'em something?
I'm gonna go see how much is. Do you know how much is a packet of 10 blades?
Oh lordy.
I'm gonna go see.
Yeah. It's a lot because I think like 2 of them is like $11. It's a nice blade though. Definitely not flimsy. And you get 10 of them, which is a screaming deal. And again, it's a box cutter razor blade on wheels. So it's still a quilter's pizza cutter. So it's still super sharp.
This one is free.
It's free. Let me look.
You look that up.
Oh,
We don't know.
YouTube has my phone.
YouTube has your phone.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know, but we think
It's
because
a lot.
It's a lot of money. I'll bet it's got to be over $50 for 10 blades. Clearly,
Yeah.
over $50 for 10 blades.
Easily. Like Quilter Select 2 count is
The reason we
$13.
don't know is we just buy them. It doesn't matter. You have a new blade. If
Yeah.
you're cutting and you're sharding up your fabric, stop. Change your blade.
Yeah.
Change your blade because you're going to end up ruining your rotary cutter and your mat and your ruler and everything. It's no big deal. Always have extra blades. So I have to say, Prince, this was super smart to say, and you got 10 blades.
Yeah.
And then there's also replacement blades.
And
so,
blades,
so far, this is
there's
clever.
not really cheap blades and expensive. I mean, there are expensive blades depending on what kind of rotary cutter you have, but I feel like they're all made the same way. So if you run over a
Tungsten
pin,
steel.
if you run over a pin, it's gonna put a nick in it, and you're gonna always have that nick.
And you're going to run over a pin the minute you put in a new blade.
Yes,
It's a rule.
Murphy's
Whoever
Law.
Murphy is.
He's on it.
Sabrina, you can come in.
And then if you cut lots and lots, multiple layers, you're cutting a lot of masks out, whatever, you're going to eventually dull your blade. And the duller it gets, you just got to change it. It just is the cost of doing it. Just like your scissors that you use. Every once in a while you think, oh, I need to find out who can sharpen these for me.
You can't sharpen a blade.
You can't sharpen a blade.
Oh, so it comes with a lot of oil on it, so that's really
good.
nice. So one other thing I want to tell you, something that happens all the time, back when we were open, back in the olden days, people would come in all but 3 or 4 times a month and bring in their rotary cutter and say, I just changed this blade and it doesn't work. And it's because when you buy multiples, because we sell these in packs of 1, 2, 5, or 10, if you pull out, it's easy to accidentally pull out 2 blades. So you have to kind of slide it and make sure you really
make
have
sure.
only one. Because if you put in
2.
2, it just shreds it.
Yeah, it
And
never, it
so
doesn't
it's-
cut through.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So we'll put that in
I
there.
forgot about that.
Yeah, so make sure you're putting in the right one. And then, so you just put that on there. You put that little guy on there. Oh yeah, so
Super
it's
easy.
nice, yeah. And again, if you're left-handed,
Just flip it the other.
just put it on this side, and you're okay. And that tightens
yeah.
up.
The blade 10-pack of blades is a super, well, it's essentially 11 because it comes with one and you get a pack of 10. That's a crazy good deal.
It's a crazy good deal. So you're looking at roughly a $50 value. The ruler, I don't know, I'm just going to say, Prince, I'm sorry, but I'm super picky about the ruler. So
Yeah.
the ruler is a free gift. But this, you've got a value of $32. So right
Yeah.
now you've got a value of roughly $82 with a couple
And I don't
free
know,
gifts.
maybe those of you that use centimeters, you might think that ruler is fabulous. We just, again, we don't know. So you can, let us know what you think about that.
It's just
All right, we're gonna.
a couple things to cut.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to cut with his ruler because that's what he gave me. But again, I already know what's going to happen is it's going to slide a little bit, so I'm going to be careful. So, oh yeah, it doesn't feel any
I think
different.
the blade is a blade.
Oh, you see it sliding?
Yeah. But
So-
again, it's just a
oh,
straight
see,
edge.
it's-
We're
I
not
don't know if
really
you can tell
measuring.
that it's moving. Yeah,
Just a smidge.
yeah. So really, and I already knew. I knew I wasn't going to care for the ruler. So, oh yeah.
But if you,
the
we have
rotary
a lot
cutter
of-
is great.
and we have a lot of people who call and, are looking for a rotary cutter and a mat and a ruler and all that kind of stuff. So if you just want to get something
Oh,
to
that was me.
start, this is a pretty good investment.
I think it's a pretty good deal. I mean, I have to say that, and I love Olfa. I love Fiskars. I
Yeah.
think that they're great. And the other thing I'm just going to say is that I think that you absolutely should support your local quilt shop. If we're not your local one, hopefully you have one close by. They work hard, we have access to certain products and not to other products. So as a general rule, us as quilt shop owners, we would not send you to Amazon to buy something.
Right.
Jeff Bezos is rich enough. He doesn't need any more money, but
Yeah.
anyway, but that happens to be where Prince sells them. He doesn't sell them to us direct, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I don't know. Again, as a general rule, sewing machines you should buy local. You should have a service warranty with it. There's just certain things that you need to help support your local businesses for as long as we still have local businesses. I don't even
Right.
know.
You probably have businesses in your area that are closing down and deciding not to, keep going. So if there is something that you can go to and you're not on a really sharp
them a
budget,
little.
give them a little something.
Yeah.
It's any little bit helps. Going out to dinner once a month at your local restaurant that's run by the parents of the kids you graduated with or something.
Yeah,
All that little
it's
bit
hard
helps.
times right now for everybody, for sure. So don't buy fabric on Amazon.
Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna get.
And Etsy, I worry about Etsy. I don't know what's going on there. But
Yeah.
and I don't know. Oh, we should be careful. I don't want any hate comments. But
Right.
anyway,
We
I'm
just
just gonna
don't
say
know,
we're just
'cause
gonna
we
talk
don't.
about this. Yeah. So for this, it's on Amazon. You put the link in the description.
Yep.
It's on Quilter Queen. It's $34. And he did give us a coupon code for you.
Yep.
You put that in the description also.
It will be. Yeah.
If you type in 15 fabric 2020, you get 15% off.
Crazy good deal.
Yeah, so it's already a good deal. So 15% off, so $3.9, that's another $9 off. So it's gonna take you down to about what, $25?
Dang.
Really? No, I could not have done that math right.
No, we don't have covered it.
Whatever it is. It's already a good deal because
already a deal.
again, 32 or 34 for this and the 10 blades. So roughly you figure if you're spending $10 for this, $10 for 10 blades, $10 for this. Okay, 15 and 15.
Yeah.
It's worth
still,
it.
Yeah,
I think it's worth it.
it's a good deal.
Yeah, so I think it's all right. So, we don't have the test of time because we haven't used it. So maybe what we're going to do, we're going to sew for the rest of the day. We're going to finish up those masks so we can get that.
We have to
Video
cut some
done.
online orders from last night.
We'll cut all of our online orders.
We'll be cutting with this, so we'll know that
We'll
maybe
know
the
how long
blade
the blade lasted.
were less. Maybe we found, I don't know. I
It's a
feel like it's
tungsten
good.
steel. He says it's tungsten steel,
Yeah,
which is
and I
good.
think blades are made like blades.
Blades are blades.
So
Blades,
Yeah.
blades are blades. If you run over something you shouldn't, it's gonna die. If
If
you
you
are
cut for
hitting
too
the
long.
side of your ruler, it's gonna die.
So yeah, we'll cut it all today, and then if we find any new information, we'll put some comments in our comment reel here and let you know. But I think I would buy. Especially for a gift, when Brittany first started, that would have been a fun
for
gift.
a beginner.
For
a beginner, because then when you want to upgrade to more expensive stuff, maybe get a 60 millimeter if there's something else that you want. And the rotary cutter that I generally use, it's not back here, but you guys watch me use it all the time. I use that big heavy metal one. So I would say I would still pick up that one. Over this, only because I like the weight, and I have really bad thumb arthritis, and so I like the fact that weight does all of the work for me.
Right.
So for me, I'm still going to pick, but it's a $55 rotary cutter. So so I would still pick up that one and this ruler, but again, for a beginner, for somebody who needs something new,
that's a good deal.
I don't know that I've noticed any difference between the two. So anyway, so Prince,
I think I did a good job.
We're okay. Yeah, we're okay.
So
So
we
our
did
Prince
ask
from Uganda,
if maybe he could do an inch one
Oh.
later, and it might depend on how this all goes. If he ends up selling a bunch of them, he might decide to do a centimeter version and a inch version, but that's up to him and what he wants to do.
and
So
I think he just he was making it for his grandmama.
and
She
probably
clearly
use
is using
centimeters.
centimeters.
Right.
Yeah. So So anyway.
All right.
All right, I think that's all we had. I think we're not going to keep you very long because, like I said, we got some masks to make. We have a busy, busy day ahead of us, and we're thinking that we'll be all done with those today. I'm going to go buy myself a new hair straightener, and then we'll do our video tomorrow morning. So I'm
We'll get it
thinking
posted
that
tomorrow
it'll be
afternoon.
up tomorrow at noon. We'll do our
And
door
we're
prize drawing tomorrow
Pacific
morning.
Standard Time, so we're late risers for all you guys who are on the other coast.
Well, we get up
Or-
early, but
Right.
not
Not
in
to
terms
work.
of the rest of the world.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then we'll do the door prize drawing. So somebody will win all of these. And, I think the other thing to have to think about this, I think we'll do a couple door prize drawings because he was also sending us some blades.
Oh, fun. Okay.
There's all kinds of gifts. We'll let you know.
So
So
just-
comment what you
yeah.
think, but
Comment about the Quilter Queen product, and let us know.
and that's
So
what
those
will get you in the drawing.
those who comment about the Quilter Queen product will be part of the drawing.
Yeah.
And we will let you know who the winners are.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right, guys.
We'll see
Hope
you
this
guys
was
tomorrow.
good. Bye.
Bye.
That was
I'll fun too. That was kind of fun. Yeah.
I hope you two liked it.
I don't know. Oh, we're still live. Oh,
Oh, it's
neat.
okay.